What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Early Edge in 5. I'm your host, Allan Bell. We've got a fantastic show lined up for you today, but I'll tell you what, we had a first on the show yesterday in terms of the crew bringing picks. And our man, look at Mike, came through on the money line parlay in the NHL. Islanders hit, Stars hit. Look, our man, Michael O'Donnell, got that Hassan Reddick MVP in at plus 8,000. So Mike's, well done. Well done. All right. Enough of me yapping. Let's bring in the stars of the show. We got a fantastic one lined up for you today. First up, my man, Speculator. How we doing, sir?
Doing fantastic after going to that Warriors game and watching Clay drain 12 threes. Guy was on another one last night.
Dude, so yeah, you were at the game. Your boy goes for what, 42?
Yeah. And
didn't attempt a single free throw. Like, just it's insane, man. Absolutely insane.
That's what he does. I mean, he had, 60 and 14 dribbles, right? Like, yeah. I mean, that's just what he does.
It is. EC, my dude. Nice job. These parlays. What's good?
Yeah, and hey, AB, I gave out one in the Early Edge in 55 yesterday as we went long. I gave out a hockey one of the rare hockey ones. I went 3-0 in that one. I saw that somebody, I believe on Twitter, said that they actually bet it. So between Mike's parlay and my hockey one, and I'm not doing any more of those, by the way. That's one and done. But it was a nice day yesterday for the crew. 6-2, as you said. Solid job by us. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely, man. 6-2 on the show. Actually, 7-2. Our man Mike came through as well. So yeah, 7-2 day. Nice job. And I'll tell you what, we're gonna run it back, man. We're gonna do it again. First up, let's get into our best bets for today. So I'll tell you what, Speculator, you got one play, NBA. Hit us, bro. What you got?
Yeah, I'm already seeing some of the comments in the chat over here debating on what side of this, and it's the Knicks and Magic game, and I'm on the Knicks money line minus 115. SportsLine AI is projecting a 115 to 113 win for the Knicks. The Knicks won this last matchup when they played last game by 13 points. The Magic are in the bottom half of the league, ranked at 17th in pace, which is a favorable thing for the Knicks. They are 28th in the league in pace. They want to play that slower game. And in the last 3 games, the Knicks have been shooting a solid 46.5% from the field overall. And the Magic's defense is giving up 114.4 points per game. They just don't have the defensive ability to keep up with Brunson and Randall. I'm on the Knicks money line tonight.
There we go. All right, EC. You got some wild parlays for us. Early, late, supper, dinner, late dinner.
Supper.
Let it rip, bro. What do you got?
Hey, AB, I'm just trying to go back to the NBA. Speculators like a guaranteed win every night. So I'm just trying to get on that train. So we hit an NBA money line parlay.
Is like, hey, thanks for jinxing me.
No, but he is. I mean, the guy, it's like literally his record is insane. So I'm going to try with an NBA money line parlay. And here's my angle. I'm taking 3 teams that didn't play last night against 3 teams that did play last night. So we're going to go the Suns over the Nets, the Grizzlies over the Bulls, and the Lakers over the Thunder. And here's why. Devin Booker's back, John Morant's back, and LeBron, potentially, if he goes crazy, could set the all-time scoring record. You can get that one at plus 157, which is what I did, or thereabouts. So that is my NBA moneyline parlay. Then we're going to go to college basketball. I have an early moneyline parlay, as you said, AB. We're going UConn and VCU, which is about plus 142. Now, Marquette, who's playing UConn, is 110 of 11, but 3 of their road losses have been to teams currently ranked. Oh, by the way, UConn's currently ranked. UConn's won 3 of 4, and they don't start a player that's under 6'5". That could be trouble for Marquette. Now, Marquette, they played an even game earlier in January. Marquette won by 6. The numbers were fairly equal. Home court advantage steers this one to UConn. That's why I like it. Now, VCU is playing Dayton. Not necessarily the revenge angle here because VCU won by 1 on the road earlier this season. But VCU is 17-3 when holding teams to under 69 points. Dayton averages 69 points per game, and they've lost their last 3 on the road. So we're going to go with that. That's our early money line parlay. Our later parlay, and I love this one, guys. Kansas State, Michigan State, and New Mexico. And you can get this one at plus 274. Kansas State 12-1 at home. I know they burned me the other day. We talked about that. TCU still without Mike Miles, who's their best player. Michigan State, 7-1 in their last 8 at home. Their only loss was to number 1 or now number 2 Purdue by 1. Maryland, who they're playing, has lost 5 of 6 on the road in Big Ten play. And Nevada, who's playing New Mexico, all 6 of their losses are away from home. And these 2 teams played double overtime a couple weeks ago. This is a revenge spot for New Mexico. So I love this later parlay. And some of you in the chat have mentioned this game, and ironically, this is the one I'm going with. Arkansas, Kentucky, over 137.5. Kentucky is 10-4 to the over at home. They've played 8 straight over this number at Rupp Arena. And if you add up the Arkansas points scored per game and Kentucky's, it's right around 150. I think this one goes into the 140s. So as per everything, I love it. Let's play it.
There we go. Look, dude, I love the way that you set these things up, man. You got it all nice, organized for us, ready to go.
Well, but I'll tell you why, AB, because I like to have everything at the same time or right around the same time. So like, all right, if I lose the early one, then we're going to come back with the late one. We're going to make our money back and more. That's how we got to do it, right?
Sounds good to me. I like to play it. All right, everybody, grab your paper, grab your pencil. Let's take a look recap here. Speculators on the Knicks money line minus 115. EC, Arkansas, Kentucky over 137.5. Money line parlay, UConn and VCU plus 142. Excuse me, a money line parlay plus 274. Kansas State, Michigan State, New Mexico, and then a money line parlay of plus 157. Suns, Grizzlies, and the Lakers. Now, I've got 4 plays here. First, we're going to go Auburn team total over 68.5. Look, I don't want to play Auburn with the spread. That being said, I think that they have a big bounce back game after scoring in the 40s against Tennessee. So I think that they get to at least 71, 72, 73. We're going to play the team total over 68.5. Second, look, Specs, you're on the Knicks. I'm going to ride the Knicks team total over 112.5. Look, not that this game worries me by any means. I just feel good riding this team total here. We'll see. I don't disagree one bit with your breakdown and the money line. Play that too. But I'm going to ride the team total over 112.5. And then in the Super Bowl, all right, Chiefs first drive, no score, minus 135. Eagles first drive, no score, minus 130. If you look at the trends, the first 6 minutes of Super Bowls, historically, no scoring whatsoever. So we're going to ride both of those and do that. All right, everybody. Now, let me say this. Appreciate you tuning in on that one. Let's have a little after post show. Do it like we did yesterday. So bring the boys back on here. You guys down to hang out a little bit?
Yeah, we got a couple minutes. I will say real quick, AB, about the Knicks, what you were just talking about. I did see in the chat already, they said even on the road, Magic, I know they have pulled some upsets, but the Knicks are actually better on the road than they are at home. I think I have this right here. At home, 14 and 15, straight up money line, right? Away on the road, 15 and 11. Point differential, 112.8 at home, 112.5 on the road. I mean, it's almost the same point wise, and they win more games on the road. So I'm going.
That game scared me a little though, speculator, because Orlando has been kind of sneaky. And I'm not saying like AB's point total is I like that one. I know that game kind of scared me a little bit. I shied away from it in my money line parlay. Just didn't have the cojones to go there, I
feel you on that.
I just went with what the model's telling me. That's
Orlando is a weird team, though. They really are.
They really are.
They really are. The weird thing, and look, if anybody has any questions, drop in the chat. And if anybody, I'll tell you what, we got to go quick today because we got an NFL show here in about 20 minutes. But if somebody wants to come on and give a live pick, email me right now. All right? Allan.bell@cbsi.com. ALLAN.BELL@cbsi.com. Bring it. You got a pick? Bring that. But we got to go quick because we do have an NFL show here in about 20 minutes. EC, what do you got?
Let me say this. This NHL stuff that I tried to get into last night, I don't think my stomach can take it anymore, guys. Like, when you watch overtime, this Rangers-Calgary game that I had, I was already 2-0 in the parlay, and the Rangers were up 3-2. Then they were down 4-3, tied it, and then it went to overtime. I'll be honest, I haven't watched much NHL lately. That overtime format is enough to get your blood pressure up significantly. I mean, I don't know if you guys bet hockey, speculate. I don't know if you do that. I'm out tilt for a while. I don't think I can handle that anymore. Basketball is way easier on the heart rate than hockey is, in my opinion.
Very much is.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I see in the chat Cam Thomas on the Nets. Just keep going till the guy has a bad game. I mean, they are on a back-to-back against the Suns. But the only thing is like 23.5 is pretty high for what he was doing before his 2 40-point games. But until he goes down, I mean, I'm fine with it on that one.
Hold on. Yeah. So here's a couple other questions here. Ahmed Eli says, my book has a boosted Monday night parlay plus 350. North Carolina, Indiana, Kentucky. What do you guys think? EC?
All right. So here's my take on North Carolina. Do they really care about the regular season? I was talking to a buddy in North Carolina who's actually going to this game tonight, and I was talking to him earlier about, like, does North Carolina care until the tournament? Last year they didn't. They got an 8 seed, and they went to the championship game and probably should have won or very close to winning. I just don't know. That's why I don't know if I can play UNC anymore. So I'm staying away with this one. I like Indiana and I like Kentucky. Kentucky, I mean, is like a minus 250 with Arkansas as well at home. Tricky game. I just stuck to the over there. I like Indiana a lot against Rutgers at home. I'm not going there because I don't trust North Carolina caring as much about this game in the regular season.
I mean, North Carolina is just such a weird team in general. Like you just don't know what you're going to get. And, like, it's not that they're not talented either. Like, that's the most frustrating part is that they've got guys like from last year. Like, they're just frustrating. I totally.
But see, do they care though? AB, is they're like, all right, we're just going to get in the tournament and then we'll see what we can do from there. That's how I kind of feel about the Tar Heels this year. That in the tournament, I'm gonna bet them because this is a team that's tournament tested and ready to go. But do they care before they get there on the road tonight? I mean, maybe they win in a pick'em spot. I'm just not going there.
Yeah. Let's see. All right, Mr. Buck, talking about the game. Wake Forest plus 1.5. North Carolina. Deacons should have beat UNC at Chapel Hill earlier and are getting the Tar Heels at home 3 days after a Duke loss. Also beat UNC at home last year.
I'd probably play, if I were to pick a side, which I'm not, I'd play Wake Forest here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That just my take on it.
I like it. All right. Let's see any other questions here. Let's see what we got. Oh, I'll tell you what. Taylor, what's good? Hey, I can't hear you. I think you're on mute. You're good. Work through it. You're good. No, I still can't hear you. It might just check your audio. You're fine. Don't worry about it. You're good. Let's see. Let's get a question while Taylor's bringing that up. EC, DK has a boost of Scheffler, Morikawa, Holmes, Spieth to make the cut. What are your thoughts there?
Sign me up for that one. Scotty won last year. Homa, has roots here in Arizona. Jordan's actually very good at TPC Scottsdale. Morikawa, one appearance, top 25. A lot of people like him this week. I'm good with that. I'd play it.
Yeah. All right. Taylor, you got us? It's still muted. It might. You're good. You're good. Trust me. We've all done this. Like, it might be something in the settings. You're good. Work through it. Let's see here. EC, play Indiana money line or the spread?
I mean, I'm probably going to take the easy way out here and just play the money line and try to put it. Maybe you take Indiana and throw it with UConn or VCU, or maybe you add that onto my money line parlay there and get a little value there. I mean, there's risk to it. The VCU revenge spot, who knows? UConn, I like them a lot, but I think that's a nice parlay. That's a nice way to go.
Yeah. All right. Taylor, any luck? Still muted. Check your speakers. Check the speakers. Did you have AirPods in? Yeah, check that. It might have those. You might just have to go internal if you're on a laptop. Check that.
I see a couple about Banchero.
Yeah. Let it rip.
With over 26.5 points and rebounds. That seems pretty fair. I wouldn't say like one way or the other. I have a strong opinion. I think he'll probably be right around that number. He'll probably be around anywhere from 23 to 28 in that range. So that's not something I'm like strong one way or the other. Just kind of good luck if you play it, but I don't see a huge edge there.
Yeah.
Hey, speculator, let me ask you about my NBA moneyline parlays just in general. Is it just hard to predict winners in the NBA, even in general right now? Like, you look at, I think Rick mentioned in the chat about having the Jazz last night at home. Mavericks don't have Luka, and somehow the Jazz still find a way to lose. Like, is this an angle that you like, or would you probably avoid what I'm doing here?
Who'd you have in your moneyline parlay again?
I went with the Suns at Brooklyn. I went with Memphis at home against Chicago, and I went the Lakers at home against Oklahoma City. So the three teams I'm fading played last night, and I'm taking the fresher teams. Plus, we have Booker back, Ja Morant back, and LeBron with chasing the record. So that was my angle tonight.
You said Suns, Lakers, and what was the last one?
And the Grizzlies.
The Grizzlies. My model's got all three of them winning.
Okay. All right. Let's go
So,
2 for 2.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, but you are right. The NBA on any given night, somebody could win. But you could say that about any other sport.
Somebody could win. Taylor,
But-
you got it?
No.
I still can't hear you. I think, yeah, it's going to be in your settings, and it's going to be usually it's either the microphone or it's the speakers in terms of your personal settings on there. Let's see. We just had a Memphis one. Hang tight. Our man Rick. All right, moneyline parlay. Nah, still don't have you, man. Bulls, Warriors, Jazz. Jazz killed the parlay. Yeah, it was tough, bro.
Yeah, that was a tough one. I did not see that one coming. But that's why I'm trying to, with these moneyline parlays, trying to eliminate as much risk in the NBA. But it's just so hard because, like, I follow what Speculator and then Mikey B, just trying to pick up things from them. It's just the unpredictability of it. I mean, as coach has said repeatedly, like this league right now is just all over the place. It's like,
I think honestly,
like
if anyone's going to ruin that, I'd probably pick Chicago.
Yeah,
they're actually pretty good in the second of a back-to-back. Believe it, I saw that.
They are very good in the second of a back-to-back.
But Jock coming back after missing a couple at home. Memphis, trying to play for a top seed in the West. That's the angle that I'm going with there.
Yeah. I think the Thunder. That's going to be an Anthony Davis if he plays well. Like, the Lakers like to play in the paint, and that's pretty much where the weakness is for the Thunder, having just watched them live last night. And then Brooklyn has Booker back, and I mean, I think there were tons of people out for the Nets. They hadn't officially submitted their report, but there was a lot injured, and that's going to be that should be easier for them. Hopefully, as long as he doesn't have that rust too.
Yeah. Oh man, I love this one.
Dude,
right
all right,
here.
so
Ernesto.
Hello, everybody. Greetings from Cologne, Germany. I've got a WTA tennis parlay for you. Kudermetova, Benchik, Vondrasova.
Vondrasova, yes.
Cash his ticket. Dude, Ernesto, first off, welcome. You are the man. Thank you for rolling with us for sure. Dude, I'm down with that one. I like that for sure, my dude.
I'll tell you, here's the thing about betting tennis. You guys are going to consider this nuts, and I know this is a degenerate viewpoint, but I'm all on it. When you bet tennis like that in the States, and it's played overseas like that, and what's up, Chris? By the way, my Wildcats, way to go! In Tucson, I love to bet that, and then wake up and you're like, "Hell, I have more money in my account," or "Oh, I have less money in my account." So that's why, like, I'll look at it. I love, especially with women's tennis, to find histories of who's played 3 sets before. You know what I mean? Like, if they're like, you want to look for overs there, because I love to play those overs. You can always get plus money on 3 sets. Look at history between the 2 opponents, and then parlay those with strong money lines.
Nice. All right, guys. All right. So Taylor, first off, join us tomorrow. I'll tell you what. I'll work with you before the show. We'll get that thing set up. It's just a minor setting. We'll get that. I promise you. We'll get you all set up. Don't worry about that at all. And I'll tell you what, we'll go much longer tomorrow. We've got to get ready for our NFL show that's coming up in 10 minutes. So if you want to roll with us there, come on. We're going to break down everything that you need for Super Bowl 57. Appreciate you guys so much. We're going to continue to do this, and we're going to let this thing fire up. And everybody, if you've got a pick, bring it. Bring it. Both Mikes did great yesterday. Taylor, you're going to crush it tomorrow. Don't worry about that at all. EC, Specty, you guys are awesome. Appreciate you hanging out as well. So, till then, everybody, best of luck. Cash these tickets. We'll see you in about 10 minutes. Thanks.